Hello and welcome to Roadrunner Predictions. Today we're heading to the NFL. I'm going to give a preview of all the games going down, overs, unders, and picks by the spread. Week 14 for NFL. We have some crap games just like everything else, and then some what should be pretty good games. So a lot of luck over across the plane. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We have Cincinnati versus Cleveland. I have Cleveland favored, and I like them at 7.5. The over/under is at 42.5. So I'm taking the Browns at 7.5. I actually had a double whammy pick on the Cincinnati Bengals last week for their first win, and they did. So they finally covered. Finally got um, my my good two my good main pick. I was actually right for once, so I'll definitely take that. Felt good. A lot of injuries you could see by Bengals. A lot of injuries from the Browns. Last 5 games, Bengals beat the Jets, which I did. I had that pick, and I had as a two counts as 2 on pick. But even with that winning, as counting as 2, I actually went negative. I went like 46% or so, 46 point something. So, man, just still crap. Actually, I haven't had a negative day in the NFL across the spread in a while, so that's a damper to my self-esteem there. Actually, no, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago I did. Yeah, I had 44%. So, but other than that, I've been going close to 60. So, or over 60. Yep. So we're taking the Browns at -7.5. Let's go into game 2, Baltimore versus Buffalo, guys. I think Buffalo's carcass must be on the side of the road because it is inflated, in my opinion. Um, the Patriots got so much crap for how inflated their schedule was. Well, how about Buffalo? They're right there with them. So look at their last 5 games they played: Dallas, which is a sync team, by the way, Denver, Miami, Cleveland, Washington Redskins. The Ravens beat San Francisco, LA Rams, Houston, Bengals, Patriots. Yes. So tougher lineup, and I think Lamar's going to want a breakthrough game. Lamar Jackson's definitely saying, "Hey, I'm going to be making a statement." I did really good in my contention against San Francisco, but I felt also contained. I got to let these inner demons out. So out they shall. Ravens -7. Carolina versus Atlanta. Oh man, some of these games it's almost hard to even get an opinion on them or an edge. But I think the edge is on Carolina at 3.5. A lot of people are talking about the coach getting let go for the Panthers, and they said that it's going to be a problem. Last time these two teams met, Atlanta took reigned victorious, but Kyle Allen he threw for 4 interceptions. I don't see that happening again. Let's say we'll cut that in half. He gets 2 interceptions, but guess what? I think they prevail. That 2 interceptions is the difference between the 2 games. Carolina is the better team overall. Record 3-9 for the Atlanta Falcons, and Carolina is 5-7. That's where we're laying at with that. We're taking Carolina plus 3.5. We're getting points. Washington Redskins versus Green Bay Packers. It's -14. They opened up at 13.5. Not a lot has moved. Redskins are 3-9. 2-4 away. Packers are 9-3, 5-1 at home. We're taking the Pack attack, and the over/under is at 42. But we're just going to stick with that Green Bay line. There's something Roger has been able to do, and that's beat up on these scrub teams. And a scrub team, Redskins are, even though they're starting to gain a little traction, a little late. So with the win over Carolina at 29-21 and over Detroit Lions at 19-16, which just so you guys know, I lost I think I took the Lions against the Redskins. And I'm pretty sure I took Carolina to cover against the Redskins, and they haven't. So I haven't been too the last few games. I haven't been too good with the Redskin picks, but prior to that, I was doing really well with them. So, but I'm taking Packers. I like them in the early game, and at home, getting 14 points, especially off a crap win over Giants on the road at 31 and 13. So they did what they had to do. Let's go ahead and go into a trap game, guys. This is my Week 14 trap game. We have Denver Broncos, who are 4-8. They're 1-5 away, versus Houston Texans, who are 8-4 and 5-1 at home. Houston opened up at 8.5 favorite. Now it's at 10.5 favorite. The over/under is at 42.5. We are taking the Denver plus the points at 10.5. We're gaining too much value, boy, and we're gonna ride with that. Popularity is on Houston. Of course, probably because of the last win. Oh, which, by the way, we had Houston defeating New England because guess who? My boy can throw cross pattern against a standard Patriots defense, and that is Watson. He's just awesome against stickler teams or teams that are really disciplined, and the Patriots are both of those, and that's why I had the feeling that they would prevail. But we're taking the points here. Denver Broncos at 10.5. This video is literally going live about an hour before kickoff. I was trying to get my live stream going for 2 hours. Well, okay, a good hour and a half. And I was not able to. I had no problems live streaming the first time, and it worked out really good. This time, it just no dice. So I got to make sure I get that up in gear for next week's picks. Especially when we're going in. But guys, this is a trap game. The Houston's the bait because they're coming off of a great win over New England, and Denver just getting spanked the last few games. Or no, I guess they did beat LA Chargers, who I think I did take the Chargers because I think it was at 3, so I did lose on that game. But Broncos losing to 2 stout defenses before that with Buffalo and Minnesota, but getting the win over Cleveland. Let's go ahead and go into the next game. Like I said, guys, trap game for for Houston. Take the Denver. Detroit versus Minnesota. Minnesota's favored 14. This opened up at 12.5, but we're actually going to ride with the points. We'll take the 14 points. Don't ask why. I don't really like it, but you have to. It's a divisional rival game, and both teams coming off of a loss. Lions to the Bears, and the Vikings are a much better team. The Seahawks. And the Lions really should have had that game, in my opinion. But should have taken it. But Chicago actually was pretty dominant over them, and it showed. So we're going to go ahead and go with a demoralized Lions team that's seen nothing but red in their last 5 games, and we're taking the Vikings, who have to play for a little more meaning because they're hoping that. They're probably going to assume that Green Bay is going to win today, too, and they know they need to be right up there with them, and this is a very important win, especially against a divisional rival. So I think if this for sure puts – Lions are already out of contention. They can't already make it, but the Bears are right there. They have to win out to have a chance. So let's see how the Bears are going to play. I think I know they played well this week, but next week they played the Packers. So we'll find out a little more information just going into next week. Let's go to the game that everyone's going to be talking about, San Francisco 49ers and New Orleans, the Saints. There are some crazy stat. I think only one team in like the last 32 years, or one other time, I'm sorry, that a 10-2 and a 10-2 or a 10-1, 10-2 team faced each other this late at Week 14 in the season. So the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers are doing that today. This game I wanted to be a nighttime game for sure. It's not going to be. It starts literally here in 45 minutes. But the Saints were favored too. It went to a pick'em line. We are taking San Francisco. Give me that defense. Give me that line. The over-under is at 45. Let's go ahead. Miami versus the Jets. We're taking the Jets -5. It opened up at 5. So we got half point to the Jets. It doesn't really do much. The half point's usually a safe point between anywhere, like we say, 3.5 to the 6.5. It's kind of not as big as the 2.5 to 3 and such like that. But here we go. We got the Jets -5 because they coming off that stupid loss last week to Cincinnati Bengals, which that was my favorite game. I like to lock of the week for sure on the Bengals. Everything. I had 3 schematics, and they all 3 lined up on the Bengals for that. So that's why I was like, whoa! If you have 3 systems that cross like that, I am taking them, and that's exactly what happened. The Dolphins, though, I think were favored 14 points. I'm sorry, getting 14 points, and they won straight up against Philly, and you're just like, what is going on? And then Dallas losing the way they did, and you're like, okay, this is just weird. That division sucks. So we're gonna set with that. The Jets come out. They bounce back this week. We're taking the Jets, especially after Miami coming off of a great win. Jets off of a really bad loss. You put it together in the pot. It usually spells victory. So, and Miami also beat the Jets like basically a month ago. So that also applies to why I like the Jets. I'm going with the counterbalance. They've already played them once, and we'll let things roll off the way they are. Let's go ahead and go in the Colts versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is favored 3. The over-under is at 47. This game I didn't have quite the opinion on, but I'm going with what I do have play on it with the Colts +3 for this game. Colts lost to Tennessee Titans, which I had the Colts in that game, and they lost but covered it against that Houston team. Or it pushed. It was 3.5, I think. I can't remember. The Jacksonville was their last win with 2 more horrible losses prior to that. To where Tampa Bay has just beat Jacksonville and took on Atlanta struggling Falcons and lost in not even a close-up to the Saints. So we're taking the Colts +3. Why? Because it doesn't make sense, obviously. But the Colts are starting to get things to turn a little bit, even though, like I said, was crap loss to the Tennessee. Does that blow off the lid on it? We'll find out today. I don't think it will. LA Chargers versus Jacksonville. We're going with the under at 42.5. Guys, if you were to take one, this is not really a trap, but it has an odd feeling to the notes on this game. Oakland Raiders had that awesome loss to the Jets 2 weeks ago, which you're like, what, how, why? It just blows my mind. I lost that game. I think 90% of the people that are sports gamblers lost to that game as a favorite, and they lose by that margin by 31 points. And then they got slaughtered against KC. Guys, I just don't see what's going on. They might be the pick, but I ain't taking it. But I tell you what I do like. I like that struggling offense under, especially when it's their grass field in December, and late field and grass fields do not go too pretty good. So we're taking the under. That's our play for that game. So we'll go ahead and put that one down. Oh, where am I at? My sheet here. LA Chargers versus Jacksonville. I think I said that team wrong then. If not, but no, we're going to Colts +3. Let's go LA Chargers versus Jacksonville. Wow, I really skipped on this one. I don't know why I went into the Oakland Raiders game. I'm sorry I had them in order. It really threw me off. Yeah, for this game, though, Tennessee in the under is the play. I can't see them picking up enough steam from getting beat off that bad. So let's go ahead and pick up LA Chargers and Jacksonville. Both teams are 4-8, 2-4 away for Los Angeles Chargers, and 2-4 at home Jacksonville Jaguars. Who do you guys like on this game? Because once again, I really don't have too strong of an opinion on it. What do you take? I'm just going to go with the under, and I'll take the Chargers at -3. It was at 3.5. But we're going to go ahead and go with Chargers -3 and the under. And that does, I do have a systematic on that play, so I'd take that game regardless if I liked it or not, because one of my systems is on it, so, and it has them winning by margin and the under. All right, let's go to KC Kansas City Chiefs and New England Patriots. Another great game that we have today. 8-4 Chiefs are 5-1 away. 10-2 New England Patriots are 5-0 at home. Patriots coming off of a bad loss, not a bad loss, but to a tough team. Houston, who's playing a little bit better. Chiefs blowing out the win over Oakland Raiders. Guys, I like the momentum for this bad boy. We're going to go ahead and take the Chiefs getting 3 points when I think they went straight up. Holler at your boy. Come on, P. Mahomes. Make some things happen, please. Don't make me wrong. And Julian Edelman, please go off with Tom Brady. Please, I need you guys in fantasy today. Do everything you can for me. Thank you. But no, I don't think this is gonna be as close as people want or think it will be, because I think New England kind of got knocked off the horse a little bit, and hopefully I'm right. But I tell you what, we'll find out real soon. This game is tonight, guys. 3:30 Central Time. Well, 3:25, same difference. Let's go to Pittsburgh versus Arizona. Another game you might not have a pick, but I did have a lean on this game. Originally, I wasn't going to. You have Pittsburgh Steelers who are 7-5, 2-3 away versus Arizona Cardinals, who are Cardinals 3-8-1 push. One tie, 1-4, and the tie was at their house. So ESPN has Pittsburgh -2, but that line has become a pick'em. And we like the under. That's our play at 43 points. They say it's opened up at 43.5. We have it, and currently it's at 43. Let's take the under. Let's hear some noise, and let's clap our hands for a gale time, shall we? I already went over the Tennessee-Oakland. We have Tennessee and the under, and that under's at 47. Let's go to Seattle versus the Rams. It's a pick'em, and the over-under's at 47. What do you guys think? What do you guys like? I already know. It's Seattle. Take Seattle. Is this a trap? You guys gotta tell me, because I don't know. What, Los Angeles is just starting to kick it up at home? I don't know. Nope. Sorry. Not buying it. And every time I say that, I always lose. So maybe the right call is Los Angeles. No, it's a nighttime game. Los Angeles is getting too much love. The Rams, let me check the consensus too here. Let's go over that. Show more games for like 4 more. Where are you at, buddy? Let's go. Well, they have the consensus on ESPN is heavy on LA Rams, and that's not the true. In the betting realm, we have a 63%. This is just one site, guys. This is a total collective, just so you know. It's not like overall Vegas consensus, but they're LA 37. A lot of people are in the action at 63. Despite what this says here, this is people picking them too. I don't know if they ever show any biasism on that or not, but we're taking Seattle, guys. Give me the pick 'em play. The pick 'em play. I think they're thinking because they're on the road. Russell Wilson has done no wrong. The Rams, on the other hand, they're more likely to fall apart than to stay stout. But I think a lot of people like the fact that the Rams are that team that can upset anyone any given week, and I think that's what they're going off with. And we're going ahead and finish with the Seattle Seahawks at the pick'em. It's a pick'em, guys. You just got to be right on the win team. So if there's no tie, you win, and if there's a tie, you push. This is another thing that does scare me. The money line is at 120 on the Rams. Am I missing something, guys? What's going on? Like so you're getting a pick'em at like -110 on 5 dimes. I don't know, ESPN 100. I don't know. Maybe it's a trap, but I'm gonna tough it out. Seahawks. Thanks for watching. Comment below what teams you like today. If you want to argue about anything or have a theory about something, I'd like to hear it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Let's watch some football. May fantasy team players prevail.